All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call the bottom of Facebook today and how we did it and show you exactly how we did it. Daily psychological cleansing, our game plan in Forex, as well as our full stock analysis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Newsbeat Show. Some interesting things happening today, including Facebook coming out with all these negative reports. The analysts are scrambling. Do you find it absolutely hilarious that not one analyst had whatever it took inside them to come out and downgrade Facebook? And the obvious answer is no, because every single analyst firm, pretty much just about, I mean, I'm generalizing, let's say 98% of them, 99% of them are all long Facebook, of course. And then you woke up this morning and you saw Facebook getting crushed, and it opened up 8 points lower before going down as low as 15 points lower. No, this is not a joke. Facebook actually collapsed, and they basically suspended one of their data analytics firms, claiming it violated the rules by failing to delete user data collected by an app for research purposes. Hello? Am I the only one delusional here? Did I wake up and there are little fairies and rainbows outside with butterflies flapping their wings? No, I live in New Jersey and we're expecting a blizzard on Wednesday. But what happened today? What is going on with this market? Are people really that stupid? Do people really think for one moment that Facebook isn't collecting your data? Do you really think when you use Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or any one of these standard web browsers that somebody isn't collecting your information exactly at all times? They know where you're connected from, they know your IP address, they know everything about what you like to do, what you like to order, and they're tracking everything. Never see a Google ad? You ever look up something online? It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's buying a car, and then all of a sudden, all these ads. Buy a car here now. Save this much on your next car. And you're sitting there and you're like, how the heck did they know? So now Facebook is, if I could even explain to you the stupidity of a company worth hundreds of billions of dollars acting surprised that these companies they hire are storing and keeping its users' data. Does anybody have Alexa? Did you know that Alexa is listening to you speak every single time, whether you say Alexa or not? And it uses this very slick thing. It's actually a very slick thing. Alexa, when you say Alexa and you see the little blue light come around her, it's almost as you activated her on for the first time. No, there's an algorithm within Alexa that's literally funneling every word you're saying. You get into a fight with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you're yelling, you're screaming hooray for the Knicks game, even though I doubt any Knicks fan would really be doing that this season. Maybe you're cheering the Mets. Maybe you're cheering the Giants, the Jets. Maybe you're cheering your favorite sports team. Maybe you're watching. Maybe you're making a phone call to someone. Alexa is not only recording that information, but in real time, she is transmitting it to some Amazon cloud service up in the sky in which nobody can see. So, first of all, this whole drop is BS. Because if you think for one moment that Facebook is going to go, up in flames because they're stealing user data, really? Well, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft are going to have to explain a lot of things. Isn't it funny? Do you find it funny, the companies that steal, utilize, take, keep, manage, distribute your data and personal information are the most valuable companies on the planet? Do you find that a little bit ironic? Apple, yeah. Apple takes all your information. Netflix, yes, stores all your information, knows what movies you like, knows what you're into, knows everything about you. You type in the wrong search, you type in something stupid on Netflix, like I like what for example, whale wars. You like to watch whales bite each other in the butts. Whatever it is, they're actually learning that about you, even though they'll say, "Oh, nothing has been found." Every single thing name, ladies and gentlemen, steals your information. And steal is a strong word. They legally take it. Has anybody ever read a disclaimer when reading any of the Apple or Amazon or Facebook or Netflix or Google disclaimers? Or do you just click I accept? And they take it for granted that you could read 150 pages within the 3 seconds it took you to click and proceed. What is the point I am making? This Facebook move is BS. However, if there are lawsuits being filed against them, that is what is the fear on Wall Street. So I was looking at Facebook today, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? This stock, is going to have a lot of volatility, obviously, but let's see what I could call. So first and foremost, these little inside candles here on the 5 minute, we called the short level here if it broke through 175.98, and it literally dropped almost $6 from our call. And then when we were right around here on this candlestick, I bought in calls and I said, okay guys, I'm buying in a third. And if it falls below 170, I'll buy another third. And unfortunately for me, it literally hit my trend line almost perfectly and bounced. So if you're looking at the daily chart and you're wondering, how on earth would somebody call the bottom of Facebook just drawing a simple trend line? It's impossible, right? It's impossible to do so. Well, not only did we do it, but we actually did it in real time. So this is how you were able to predict the bottom of Facebook. It's something that I invented called the Algo Buster method. It's what I help program a lot of these top trading boxes. A lot of these strategies I help implement into them. And you could just see, you just draw a line from 2 points, and when the third point is ready to hit, whenever it is, it can bounce almost perfectly. People are so shocked. Like, they're like, how did you do it? Do you have some complex, mathematical system? Are you doing something that's extremely complicated? I draw a straight line. And the beautiful thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I am giving a class on exactly how to draw these lines and make money in the future. So that is the beautiful thing. If you want to know a little more about it, I've been drawing lines over 40,000 hours of my life. It ended up costing me a marriage because I was glued to my computer and my charts. And what do I have to show for it all these years later? A new wife, in which I am madly in love with, and the ability to call the bottoms of certain stocks. So, beautiful bounce there in Facebook, easily predictable. You just literally had to draw a line from the bottom on the daily chart, from the bottom right here to the bottom right here. Where's right here? February 20th. Draw a straight line to February 20th and March 2nd. Now you might be asking yourself, Mark, why did you draw that line? How did you know it was that line? Well, I have good news for you. I am going to be explaining to you exactly how to draw that line this Thursday when I am going to be giving my Algo Buster class. So that should be very big news for you guys who really want to learn one of the most effective methodologies to consistently make money in the market. So what I basically did on this, what I basically did was I took this Facebook over here and I bought right around here. And then I bought a third of my position, and I basically, in real time, I'm like, guys, I'm buying a third of my position. So what does that mean, a third? Well, let's say that you wanted to risk $1,000 trading Facebook today. It means you would have taken $330 worth of calls there. And if it dipped below 70, take another 170, take another $330 worth of calls. And if it dipped again, buy another $330 worth of calls. So I literally bought a third of it. My position pulled down very little. I think I was down like, at worst, I was down like $250. And then obviously Facebook exploded, and I made more than that after the calls had a had a decent little bounce. They were obviously, they weren't going down against me a lot. They weren't going up with me a lot, but it ended up working for a nice little trade. Now, I have another treat for you guys. What if I told you Facebook right now was down after hours to $170.13? Would you be curious of where I want to buy Facebook tomorrow? Well, do not let your curiosity consume you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you right now. The level in which I buy Facebook tomorrow, $166.53, is going to be the exact level in which I buy Facebook. So, going to watch it tomorrow. We had some crazy market action here today. Things were a bit slow. You guys saw me. I only took 2 trades today. And if you ask anybody in the room, they'll tell you that that is extremely atypical. And believe me, I know. The best thing to do for an open house is to have 20 trades that I'm taking and 60% of them work. And some traders, make money, and I sign up a lot of them and everyone makes money. Well, first of all, this. If you sign up for the Newsbeat live room, not 80, not 70, not 90, 100% of your money that I make from running this room will go to a charitable cause. 100%. And not only that, 100% of the money I make this week will go to a charitable cause. I humbly believe that by being generous and by giving to others, you get more in return. I humbly believe in karma. You could call me silly. You could talk about, it's not scientifically proven, Mark. And I'll say, okay, I believe you. It's not scientifically proven. But I believe in helping others, and I believe it comes back to us. So, again, signing up for this room. I think you might even get the course thrown in as well. They might actually do it. I'm not sure exactly the deals that are happening, but Amber has the information. Definitely do not sign up for my room on the website. It's like $2,000. It's a small fraction of that. It's a small fraction of that through this special offer. And again, if you're watching this and you're actually interested in signing up for the trial, which started today, maybe you didn't get in, there's a link in the description and you could try my room for free right now. You got 4 more days. Ends Friday. So I'll be looking to trade Facebook tomorrow. Now, when the market goes down, the beautiful thing is there's something, and I don't like using this word, and Kathy always starts eyeing her, her 9-iron every time I say this word, but we do hit home runs in this room. And one of the ways that home runs sound like is, for example, you might not be hearing anything, and then it'll be like, guys, I'm buying 600 calls of XYZ. And you'll be like, where the hell did that come from? And there are trades like that. And there are a lot of traders who make a lot of money when those ideas come up because of how quick and how early we get a lot of this information. Sometimes we beat, we always beat fly on the wall in briefing, but we'll sometimes beat Bloomberg. We'll sometimes beat some of the more expensive services out there. And that gives us a tremendous edge in the Newsbeat live room. So I just wanted to point that out. There's a good chance that we get a couple of them this week. With that being said, it is an FOMC week, so yes, I get it. The market is a little bit slow. But what I want to do for you guys right now is I want to show you psychological cleansing, as I call it. I want to show you psychological cleansing. So I'm going to tell you a story when I was in Florida. And I was at the University of Central Florida, UCF. And this is one that I shared with you guys before, but I want to share it for the new guys in the room. I'm at a seminar, and I'm speaking to a couple thousand college kids, and they're all sitting there, and I'm on the stage with a microphone in hand, and I came up to everybody, and everybody was basically pitching things. There are people talking about becoming like insurance brokers, and there are people just talking about their industry and their profession to maybe help guide some kids. And when I stepped up, I didn't even talk much about day trading, despite the fact that I've been a trader at that point for 12 years. Now I've been trading 19 years, so I guess I just dated how long ago that was. But I basically went up to the crowd and I literally held up $100 bill to the crowd. And people, now I got everyone's attention. Everybody was like, talking to each other, looking on their phone, talking to whatever. When I came up, I'm like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, who wants this? And I held up $100 bill. Everybody's laughing. They want to see what's going on. Everybody raises their hand in the audience. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to give this $100 bill to one of you. But let me do this first. And now I have everyone's attention. You're willing to give a free $100 bill out. Everybody's interested. I took the $100 bill. I crumpled it up into a ball. I then asked, okay, guys, gals, who wants this? Every hand raised up. Well, what if I did this? And I threw the bill on the floor, and I was wearing my, black dress shoes, and I took my heel and I dug it right in the floor, right in stage, and I was stomping on it, and everybody is laughing, and they don't know what the heck is happening. They think, maybe I'm on drugs, maybe, they don't know who I am from a hole in the wall, but they see me on stage doing this. And I said, you know what? I picked it up and I showed them the crowd. The bill was all crumpled and dirty. And I said, all right, who wants this now? Everybody is like laughing. I got everybody's attention. Everybody's hand went up. Everybody's hand still went up. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have just showed you a very important lesson today. No matter what I did to the money, you still wanted it because it did not decrease in value. It was still worth $100. Many times in our lives, I'm a day trader, many times in our lives, life crumples us up, grinds us into the dirt, we make bad decisions, or we deal with poor circumstances. We feel beaten up, we feel worthless. But no matter what has happened in your past or what will happen in your future, you will never lose your value because you are all very unique and special, and don't you ever forget it. And I stepped off. Everybody stood up and started clapping. And then I went over just to someone in the back of the crowd. I walked through the aisle and I literally gave the $100 bill to someone, and I walked out. What is the point I am making? What is the moral of this story, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of you guys have come from pasts of trading where you were taught a lot of good information, but you were never able to apply it. You were taught bad information and you don't know why it's not working. You have a lot of good days in the market, a lot of bad days in the market, and it ends up that you lose money. You don't understand what's going on. It feels chaotic. You feel chewed up. You feel like you've been put through the grinder and spit back out again. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to change that in your future. I want to change that for you as a trader. I want to help you turn trading into a career. I want this to be a profitable job for you. I want to do everything I can with my experience and my professionalism, along with the quality of the members of our family and our community here at the Newsbeat Live Room, that the chances for you succeeding here will be higher now, today, than it has ever been. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And if you ask the people here who are members of the room, they'll tell you how serious I am right now. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward to the game plan. Very simple here. I'm giving you algorithmic support on Facebook at 166.53. And that is, of course, just right over here. As you could see, 166.53 on the right-hand side there represents this trend line. If you're curious for how I drew this trend line, I actually connected the October 25th from last year's low into the February 9th low from this year. And that is another algorithmic support line, which is going to, if it goes down, I'm not saying it will go down there tomorrow, but I will say this: if it hits there tomorrow, I will be buying Facebook. And I will be taking it with a lot more conviction than I did today, even because it's a more major of a line based on the distance of it from, and how many days that it spreads across. So that is what I'm watching there. Are you guys interested in Forex markets? No? No problem. You are? Great. Here is a live screenshot from my live trading Forex account. You could see here I show you everything from the type of orders I do. These are all buys. The size, these are US standard lots. The currency pairing, right over here, here are all the symbols. The price in which I'm literally bidding at on all these names. The price, SL, where I have all my stop losses at. And the price of where I have all my take profits here. I share this with you guys for absolutely nothing. You guys can get this every night, whether you're part of my service or not part of my service. So if you wish to screenshot it, you can do so now. And of course, we're just going to go into our full stock analysis, and we're going to go ahead and discuss that today. And yeah, you guys are going to get to be part of this today. Normally, this is the part where only members get it. However, as just a promotional week, I will be answering every question in the room. If you're talking on Facebook, I might be able to answer you later in the Facebook comment section, or YouTube. I might be able to answer you later, but I can't answer you now because I can't see it now. But right now I'm going to answer all the questions from members inside the room. And did I mention we're the fastest growing trading room in the nation? Very important to note. Oh man, the Knicks are in so much trouble, Thomas. Yes, Deborah. The nightly session is always held here. Am I going to buy Facebook, and at what price? I just shared it, Joe. I'm hoping it pulls back tomorrow, and I might buy it at different prices if Facebook, starts heading higher. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it intraday. And as always, I'll be calling out real-time orders. Is that what it's like now, paying for 4 months and getting 8 free? How much are my one-on-one mentorships? Excellent. As of right now, I am currently not taking any mentorships. I might be available in a month or two, and it's going to be up to T3 to offer that. My mentorships are unfortunately only one. I don't bring in a class of 10 students. I know you make a lot more money that way. My mentorships aren't cheap, but they're effective. Every single person I have mentored in my entire life is a successful trader today, and there's a reason for that. It's just the process I go down. Everything from psychoanalysis to literally designing a trading strategy that is unique and only meant for you after I learn who you are. So very big process. If you're interested, you could write to t3live.com, info at t3live, and just tell them you'd be interested in something like that. But it's not cheap. My thoughts on iRobot short? Sure, Ravi. Let's take a look. I love your bias. I love your short bias here. You're breaking down for the first time today. You're resolving a rising wedge. Why didn't you fall further today? Is because you didn't have the volume. Mark, where do you short iRobot tomorrow? $68.72. If it doesn't get that high and it starts falling down right away, look for a break of today's low of 65.91. Robinson, UPS, pulled down with the market today. Kind of weird. It's like trying to fight above these moving averages here. Tomorrow, I think it would be I know it would be very important to hold very easy number to remember, 107.77. That will be your key support tomorrow in UPS. Intel, falling again. I want to see this exponential 21 hit for Intel. I want to see what happens when you hit this exponential 21. I think that's going to be, at least for me, The most important level right now, if I had to pinpoint a number for you, 48.57 support on Intel. Boeing, one of the few green stocks today in the entire S&P, Dow, whatever. So holding up here very strong. Key support tomorrow, $327.65. I have a hard time calling this bullish. However, we did say it would bounce after this Wednesday, and it did, and it's holding up pretty well. I'm still not fully bullish on this one yet. Micron reporting earnings this week, phenomenally bullish. All those analyst upgrades last week. Key level to hold above in Micron tomorrow is going to be the exponential 8, but also watch the trend line support at 59.17. That'll be the key level to watch. Andrew looking for buy points on Alexian. Okay, that level happened today, right by the day lows, where we called it in real time. The next thing I would watch, buy level. Goodness, at this point, you can buy it anywhere, in my humble opinion. But I would have to hold above 122.08. And I mean, I could buy it anywhere. I would never tell you to buy anything, of course. That's my thoughts on Alexian. XLB, Spider Select Sector for materials. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. So, true support for me, $57.32 on XLB. That's where I would personally look to buy it. What else are you watching? Is that Masco? Masco? Oh, look, I have an Algo Buster trend line that was effective and worked. The level of support, 39.83. Let's see. XHB, is that the home builders? Have my lines drawn. Trend line support, 39.95. XLF is financials. I don't have any buy points I like. It looks bearish to me. On this one, 28.86, I would look to short that one. And Citigroup, trendline support would be 69.62. Hey Kathy, welcome. Anon, Q's, long level. Well, we called it. By the way, this is what we showed you guys today on the triple Q's, if you remember. So we took this screenshot right over here. You could see it at 10:56. We said the Qs could get stuck between this range, 166.05 and 166.69 as support. So here was our live support intraday. So what actually happened? You came down to 165.64. So you broke that 50 by a little, but you bounced up. It was a decent support call in my opinion. Key level to hold above tomorrow, 167.05 Anand. Cliff, Autodesk, holding the exponential 8. Just have to hold above today's low, in my opinion. And if you want to actually be real bullish at that point, I would like to hold up tomorrow above 136.02. Critical level for Autodesk here. Seagate Technologies. Okay. Beautiful bullish falling wedge. True support tomorrow. 59.21 looks very bullish. BART, Lockheed Martin. Bearish. Very bearish. Even though it broke a rising wedge. Even though it broke this rising wedge here. This is very bearish to me. Short term at least. I would, for me it looks like a short. If it gets above 336, it just looks like a short. Breakdown level $330.83. Ricardo, Adamis Pharmaceuticals for a swing. I'm assuming you mean swing long. And that level would be $2.98, just under $3. Like a Sith Lord. Exactly, Peter. You know what? Everybody does their thing. Some people do it well. Some people, they could do, 10, 20 students, and they're good at it. Like, I'll admit, and I could do it with 10, 20 students too. But if you're privately mentoring somebody, you have to give them your all. I mean, that's just my take. For me, every single mentorship starts off with psychoanalysis. and I literally try to figure out your strengths or weaknesses and literally build a course around you. And I don't want to do that for 10 students, you know? It wouldn't be fair to everyone in the group. I see the news of partnership with B. Yeah, so thank you, Kathy. So BlackBerry got upgraded today. Not upgraded, excuse me, popping up after hours alongside Microsoft. I'm going to go ahead and share that link with you guys in the room. They announced a strategic. If you're not in the room now, shame on you because it's free this week. But yeah, they announced a strategic partnership to offer enterprise solutions that integrates BlackBerry's expertise in mobility and security with Microsoft's cloud and productivity products. Can you say that 3 times fast? Productivity products. So BlackBerry getting a beautiful gap up over here. Key level I'm watching tomorrow, Kathy, 1364 and 1398. Looks great. Support for BlackBerry. I'll have intraday support tomorrow. But the one I could give you offhand right here is $13.24. That's a good question for intraday support on BB. There's going to be the Algo Buster Trendline class, Ricardo, on Thursday. I mean, in terms of a pure technical analysis class, I think some of you guys have taken that one. A lot of you, I know everybody really liked it. It's just a matter of demand. You know, I have the supply. I'll bribe my wife with foot rubs in order to sneak away and do this class. But I'd be more than happy to if there's people interested. ADMP and Chidian. The support on QD, $13.17. Algo Buster support on QD. Just answer. EOS USD. If you show me a chart, Timothy, to the EOS USD chart, I'd be glad to break it down for you. Just link a chart. Alfonso, Boogie Down. Oh, that's such a great name. Okay, little bit funky here. Truce. I just want to see if it could basically hold above 41.89. That would be my key support tomorrow in Cree. Arista Networks, gap down, beaten up. Where can you look at this thing? Has to hold up above $278.66 tomorrow if it's going to be bullish. Otherwise, look out below. That's your key line in the sand. Universal Display Corporation. Where do I buy it tomorrow? Under $100, like I said before. $99.79. LRCX bullish. Key level to hold above tomorrow. $216.69. Breakout level $219.04. I have all these answers quick because I'm generally answering the same stocks for a lot of you guys, and I'm fortunate to have all the trend lines up. So I love when you ask me these. Like AMD support tomorrow, 11.23. Very simple. Baba, hit my support today. Look, this is the algo. So how did we know that, why did I say 192.87 could bottom out Baba today? Why did I say that in the morning? That was the level I gave you guys this morning. Look, you hit 192.80 and bounced. Some people think it's magical. This is exactly what I'll be teaching you on Thursday. It's a phenomenally inexpensive course. It's phenomenally inexpensive, really. Like, you can't afford to not take it. It's one of those things. Gordon, SGH, and again, all your money goes for a good cause besides for trying to turn you into a better trader, which it very successfully does. It goes to charity. $40.80 support in SGH. Allen, Square, support tomorrow. Key level to potentially buy, 53.59. What's different from this room and the others and some that were in the past? That's an excellent question, Thomas. I've been running rooms at T3 and elsewhere since 2007. So I've been doing this job 11 years. I would beg to ask the opinion of people in the room who have been to more rooms than I have, because when you're running rooms, you're generally not part of other rooms. So, if any of you guys don't mind, what is different from this room than other rooms? That's an excellent question. I really don't have a smart answer for that. Netflix resistance, $322.52. It looks like a short to me, Arthur. PAGS, PAGS. Yeah, I saw it pull back. Hit the exponential 21 actually, Kathy, for the first time today. Today's actually the first time it hit it. So I would hope we bounce tomorrow in the name. I think you might get that long tomorrow. Reynold, keep an eye on IDXX. Yeah, IDXX. For me, support is a bit lower on IDXX. I mean, I could even stretch it there. I would say 189. This stock would have to pull in 10 points for me to buy it, but granted, probably won't happen that quickly. Fitbit, I don't know if Microsoft wants to buy them. Key resistance tomorrow 543, key support 508 in Fitbit. BB already took calls Friday. Nice job, Kathy. Barbara, any thoughts on Teva short? Um, yes, I agree with your bias. So I like what you're looking at. Probably could have called yesterday's high for a short yesterday. At this point, for a short, if you're waiting for the perfect level, 1905. If you're looking for a breakdown, 1767 today's low on Teva. Any thoughts on ON? Yeah, bullish. Where would you like to buy ON tomorrow, Mark? I would like to buy ON tomorrow at $24.71. Amazon, bullish, holding above the 21. I would love Amazon to pull back. I mean, for me, the best case scenario on Amazon would be a pullback towards the 50. I don't know if it's going to do that, but that would be nice for a potential long. Is the chat board all that goes on here? Yeah, not really. We talk, we show charts, we do a lot of things. Will you be, will you taking, okay. Oracle beat on earnings and got trade. Yeah, I thought it was going to gap up today, in all honesty. I see, wow. If you ask me my opinion, I didn't take this one. 48.17 is support on Oracle. It just hit a post-market low of 48.15. It actually might have bottomed here or be near a bottom. That's the funny thing. Okay, you got the all right. Let's take a look at this crypto. All right. Oh, I see. That's a picture of your chart. So why don't I do this? Why don't I take your chart? Why don't I take your chart and actually draw on it? Let me do that right now. All right. So here is. Whoops. It's not right. Here we go. All right. Okay, very interesting. Let's see what kind of trend lines we could draw here. All right, let's try another trend line right over there. And I can obviously see that it's breaking out here as well through that moving average. Looks like you're in the middle of a bullish falling wedge. The key breakout would be it looks like around $7 10 to 20 cents would be your breakout, with your support being about 390, where you have that number on the right hand side. So that's my thoughts right there. That would be my thoughts on this stock or this currency. Gotcha. Very cool. All right. All right. No, this is cryptocurrency. Andrew, oh, thank you for answering, Andrew. The biggest difference in this room versus others are defined levels that you can choose to do with what you like. I find that these levels have worked much better for me because they are not buying breakouts most of the times, but are major support levels for the time frames of support you are trading. And if those levels get out of the way, I would assume that obviously the stock works from there. Thank you. I really appreciate that. With that being said, I hope you guys, if they don't work, get out of the way. Are you guys adding? No, not really, Thomas. No, we don't really add to losses, or unless it's part of the strategy to tear down from the beginning. I hope you guys enjoyed the Newsbeat show and the Newsbeat nightly trading broadcast. Happy trading, make money, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Don't forget, free subscription ends on Friday. There's a link in the description if you wish to join us. Have a wonderful evening.